Hello, hello, it's me and Dan.
I'm Felicia.
And we're back with more Coffee Talk episode 2. This is Sunday, well, in the real world, it's Sunday, July 2nd. In Coffee Talk world, it's Sunday, September 24th, and it's still raining. It's still raining in fantasy Seattle. It's like in real Seattle. Inumimi and werewolves may share common ancestry, archaeologists say. Lionfish invasion decrease a successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Only countries with livestock in their countries already will do things like this. Singapore doesn't care because we've got no livestock here. But the US cares very much. Australia cares very much. Japan cares very much.
Well, Singapore has humans, I guess.
Yeah, but if it's just a livestock infection, then they don't care. Like bacterial, whatever. Like that's why you can bring in whatever kind of fruits and vegetables in Singapore because they're not worried about it messing up the local farming or the livestock, right? Whereas Australia, the U.S., Japan, any country with any kind of big agricultural thing will care a lot. That's why we can't bring bakwa into the U.S. There's something missing from the drawer. Did I misplace it? Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. I don't know, I think it's a very nice color scheme. Well, I think it's lacking something. Ah, Bailey's Allure. That's our elf, and yes. It's too dainty. Dainty. What would you like then? Red, black, and purple? That wouldn't be the worst.
Oh, do you want me to read something?
Sure, you can read a little. Once you finish opening it.
That wouldn't be the worst.
Okay then, why not? You have to commit to it. No takebacks this time.
Bye? Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
bye.
Yeah.
Bait, yeah, or bait, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. And it's not like I'm going to decide now anyway.
Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding? If we keep postponing every choice we need to make.
Oh.
Hey, Philly Dan, what do you think?
No, don't ask me!
Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple?
Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow.
Really?
Yes. Bye, don't put Philly down on the spot.
No, it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine.
Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are.
And when we think we do, we change our mind. It's like the centerpieces.
Oh please, can we not talk about that now?
I really thought we agreed on the cute cottagecore ones. The ones you spotted on Tomodachi. I mean, they were your pick in the first place.
They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic.
But weddings in general are expensive. Especially when you want to have 200 guests.
That's a low blow. I can't just disinvite my extended family.
The key word is extended. Do you even know half these people?
That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. Do you have an Asian family? It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding.
I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like, even if it means we have fewer guests.
While my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding.
Or die trying. I don't want you to.
Saved by the bell.
I think you guys shouldn't get married.
Nah. Everyone argues about weddings.
That's what I really can't think of. Maybe get coffee. I think I have that drink now for you, Dan.
Of course, what can I get you?
I'm gonna get a quick meal with I still have to work and my head hurts.
I still have work to do.
So I guess strong coffee would be good. And with a nice spicy kick, please.
Any preference on the spicy kick?
No, any strong coffee with spice is good. Cinnamon or mint? Cinnamon,
Or
right?
ginger, no?
Oh, ginger. I think cinnamon.
So 2 coffees.
And cinnamon?
Sure.
No milk, huh?
No milk. She wants a strong coffee. Well, ginger gives it a... makes it hotter, I think. Makes it warmer, I should say.
I don't mind ginger.
Huh?
I don't mind ginger.
Alright, ginger coffee. Hey, there you go. Now let me check to see if there's any items to get. Okay, not that one.
Someone's apartment key, maybe. Who was this? I don't remember.
Alright. So, So, this one I'm pretty sure we're supposed to give to the aliens. It turns out there's nothing, if you try to give it to the wrong person, they'll just say this isn't mine. Yeah, so.
Okay.
It's not mine, yeah, see? Ah, my mistake, I apologize. And a jahe tubruk for the lady.
Oh, an oldie. An oldie goodie.
An oldie goodie, yeah.
Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. What?
You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all.
You're weird.
I guess we're both weird.
Oh, who's coming?
You can read this one too. Whoever this is.
That we are.
Ah,
Oh, my lovely weirdo.
my perfect misfit.
This is so much better.
It really is. I should just elope. Have I mentioned I love your smile?
Never enough. Hide. Disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down.
And I love it to serve it to you, Hyde. I love to serve it to you.
If Bailey's doesn't.
yeah. That's
Oh
me.
yeah.
If Bailey doesn't want to order, that is.
Hi, sorry, didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know. You're too busy doing whatever you were doing.
Hey, Hyde. Go ahead, get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway until Lua properly gets off work.
Alright then. Do you hear me free then? Spicy is the name of the game.
Any preference on the spice or the base?
Nope. Just make sure it's got a spicy kick or something, then double it.
Okay.
So 1 coffee, 2 ginger?
Well, the base, he's got nothing. He doesn't care, right? So it could be like chocolate. And then 2 gingers. Or 2 cinnamons. Although I think ginger is spicier than cinnamon, to be perfectly honest. So whatever we pick as the base, and then 2 gingers.
How about ginger tea?
Regular tea, is it? Okay.
Ginger tea.
That's not mine. Okay. Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Here you go. There should be plenty of spice in this.
It does smell like it. And taste like it. That's what you asked for. Well done, Dan. This is the kick I needed. Yay!
I'm glad.
Alright, back to the lovebirds here. Your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yeah? Yes? Still on the marriage track?
Yeah, we are.
We definitely are. Not getting too bored? Hi. Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining.
That's one way of putting it. Hold on, there's I realize there's 9 things to look at here.
Okay.
So I think we've got the Jahe Tubuk. It's Indonesian and
Ginger tea?
apparently not.
No?
Doesn't count. So where is our friend now? Baileys. And then the stories. Let's start at the bottom. It's sometimes scary how so many things come into factor as you make a decision. It shouldn't be that hard, right? I have tons to think about every day. Like how to make your timeline more fun. Kissy face, kissy face, kissy face. I could really use a good cup of tea right now. Come on over, Myrtle. Bad traffic at Yale Street. Avoid. All her updates are just like traffic updates. Dad just found a missing photo album of my childhood, and I can only wish you could see how cute I am as a kid. That was it? That was everybody. Okay, that should be everybody.
Lucas is the influencer boy, is
Yes, correct. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest.
it? Can you sound any less enthusiastic?
Uh-oh. Hey. Here we go again.
Good to see that some things don't change. And such a dramatic backdrop too. You should start serving popcorn for you there.
I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time.
No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I got to go to work anyway.
Right. And I'm going to have a drink.
Bye Flea then, bye Hyde. See ya. Well, should I say bye Bailey?
Ugh. What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's? I think something warm, sweet, and
Hot
comforting,
chocolate.
please. Hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk could work. Alright. So chocolate. Milk.
Should be honey and milk?
Let's find out. We'll brew it this way and then see if it has a name. It doesn't.
Everyone else has
Oh wait, it's coffee! Shit. Apple coffee. Not chocolate. Trash that, please. I need to do chocolate. That is here.
Chocolate milk and honey. It makes more sense.
Yeah. Milk. And honey. There. Not a name. Alright, so we'll do honey. We'll do chocolate honey milk. Alright. We'll stick with this one regardless. Chocolate, honey, milk. I mean, he did give it in that order. So maybe that's correct. I'm overthinking. Yeah. Chocolate bee miruku. Let's try to give you this stupid thing. That's not one. Alright. I'm a mistake. I apologize. There we go. A Chocobi Miruku for you. Perfect. This feels so good, Feely Dan. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. But of course, you're our valued customers. Hope Lua didn't get too soaked.
Hey, you do care a lot about her.
Of course I do.
Then why all the fighting?
You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family.
You mean since you cut them all?
Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces, Lou and I haven't thought about anything. Until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What do you want from this wedding?
How do you mean?
It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see?
Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lua is there, but that's about it.
That's not a bad start in truth. But if you don't have specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants?
Haha. Ha ha ha. You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's pinning online. All the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear of it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that.
Is it too much, too expensive?
That's not the point.
It is the point, bro.
I don't want her to have a shabby wedding. Just because I'm estranged from my family, I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding.
You're a remarkably presumptuous young man.
Mr. Hyde? No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it.
Good, because I was gonna say whether you like it or not. You're sitting here going on about everything Lua should want, as if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell us what Lua wants.
But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know.
Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some kind of princess wedding just to make you feel good about yourself.
But what if we take so long that we reach old age and we're still not married?
If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win.
True that. Yeah.
And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you get is a wedding, based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me.
Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear. Bailey's. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time and figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should have thought about that before, I guess. You're not bad at this, though. At this tough love thing, are you, Hyde?
Hey, perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling.
Perhaps not. That doesn't sound nearly as much fun as modeling.
Isn't it? Modeling gets old after a while.
I thought you were having a good time in LA.
I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case. But there aren't any modeling jobs to be had here. Or there are many modeling jobs to be had here.
Really? What are you going to do then?
Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding.
Are you? Phew.
I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I check in on them and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, the grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like some sort of startup.
Are we seriously talking about the Mafia right now?
That's for me to know. And for you to wonder about.
Mr. Hyde likes to play a little.
I realize I'm still half off the screen. Why? Why are we so far to the side today?
Don't know.
I think the table is too far here.
No, we're good.
Yeah? Okay.
It just hasn't caught up over here. Yeah, there you go. Right, there you go. There you go.
Hey, guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it.
I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right?
You young people. Impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I've all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right.
Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts. If you paint with the oils, that'll take some proper time.
Hey, fine arts was the first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much chiaroscuro like
I think that's what it is.
and putting blue in skin tones isn't normal anymore.
If you're insinuating that you're a Rembrandt,
If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble.
huh? You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you.
Hey then. I'm moving here to be closer to them. Hey then.
I think it's Gala.
Oh,
Not Gala. Gala. What was that?
nothing. I believe your phone's ringing.
Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day.
Really?
Finally.
Wow.
In a hurry to leave here, Mr. Bailey's?
How long did they talk for?
Yeah. Hey, no, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home.
And keeping bickering?
And
Bickering?
bickering, yeah. Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm going to leave the topic alone for a little while.
Good elf. Enjoy your night then.
Elves live for a long time in this world too. Because in the first game, Lua was telling him about, like, are you really going to not talk to your family for centuries or whatever? So the elves live a long time as well. But I guess he's a young elf. I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Billy Dan. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Bailey's. Mr. Hyde? What was that about the Mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change?
All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked. I know old man George said this area is safe. And it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value.
I sense a story.
Right. It's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons back when Gala was my bodyguard. Who's Gala again?
The werewolf.
Oh, I've been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point I decided I needed a proper break. But you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch.
So you slipped his watch?
Aha, you know me well, Philly Dan. Some friends and I decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual, I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows and a duvet, height-shaped. And I snuck out the hotel room. There's only one problem, Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had
your car keys.
Yeah. He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intend to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details. My friend and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which I admit might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me was very enjoyable indeed. Huh.
Details, Hyde, details.
We were right in the thick of it when suddenly we heard a tap on the window.
Let me guess. That was Gala?
The wolf himself. He peers inside. Then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. We all just kind of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. His dates, some more.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you?
Oh no, Philly then. I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. He princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that. Oh.
That's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one.
Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I don't even have the chance to explain the situation. I didn't even have a chance. At least not until he removed my gag. Okay.
Oh, they were
Right. Ambiguous, he said.
ambiguous, he said.
Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass.
Poor Gala.
Tiffs Philly Dan, I see where your legion flies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. And I couldn't be angry at Gala, even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in a strange car in the middle of nowhere, in a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified of my account. So he stopped talking to me for a few weeks.
That doesn't sound unfair.
Hey, I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason. My car collection has some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. And it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I.
I like that story a lot. You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde.
Sentimental, That's what you took away from that story? Hey. But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred.
I hope the car is safe and sound.
So do I. And Philly Dan?
Yes?
Nah, nothing. Have a good night.
Good night, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, there's a number on the...
I think so we made a drink.
Oh.
We found out another drink. Let's look at it now. Oh, no, there's also something for the show. The friends of famous. And drink. Which is Chocobean Muruku. Oh, they're not looking for order. I just realized. Like a Muppet. Oh, they're not. Wait. They're not. Never mind. It's the King of the North!
Hi, good grandma. Sorry, I eating something.
And safe journey home. Alright. So, we're done with that day? 299-792-458. Yeah, fast to make, fast to drink, and the best start to light your guided adventures. Why? What is this? Is that butter? Look, it looks like there's a Like the shadows in the drink. It also looks like an alien.
And a spaceship.
Yeah, yeah. It's now September 25th, 2023. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices, a brief history. Sold out replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. Huh. I hope the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. This is a very slow start.
Oh, you have 5
Yep.
messages already.
Ah, here we go. Right in the nick of time. Alright, hold on. We'll go there. Let's see what we got. Does everything happen for a reason or not? I wonder how everyone's doing. Caminopods. I think she's doing a little bit of what's the word? Influencing, I guess. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid the area for the moment.
Oh, there's 2 lights.
Yeah.
Just 1 light.
Road construction on Leonora Avenue. Who's coming?
Oh.
Hey! Welcome, you two. Why, I gotta give you the thing. It's a relief to see you safe and sound.
Hi, Fleedan. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time.
We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat.
Hopefully, this will be a quieter evening.
Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. See the holes in the fingers? Yeah. Also double, yeah, double. Even if in reality it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. It's true.
Hi, Ruby.
Hey, Ruby! Is this assuming that you never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the 2nd time we meet, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concepts of evening and morning seem only marginally...
Amanda?
Yes, what is it? He still does the finger thing.
I think Fleedan tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Fleedan.
No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of using language. It's true. And often don't question the actual meaning of words.
Yes. At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I observed that some thoughtless use of language can have a much more painful effect.
Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Filidan. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened mental state.
I like the little flower in their backpack thing.
Yeah. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seemed to us our siblings who previously visited Earth came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to the hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory,
I think she's going hee hee hee.
But still, we are looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect. And his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it?
Well, I wouldn't quite say that.
Very intriguing.
Hehe. You're always so professional, Philly Dan. You really ask the right questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right?
What is gossip?
Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives.
Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings then.
Yes, that sounds right.
We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to yours. But let me at least make you a drink first.
We must
We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver?
I have an idea, yes.
Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all.
A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe?
Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? Yeah, this is a great game, Ruby. This is actually the second in the series. There was one that came out a couple years ago, and this is it's called Coffee Talk, and the second one is Coffee Talk Episode 2. Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you?
I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet.
Also intriguing.
I promise I'm not just withholding information, Fidel. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards.
That sounds good to me.
Then I think I like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago?
Wasn't it a coffee-based drink?
It was. A coffee drink, and I think eventually it was very bitter.
Bitter and tart, right?
Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and hard coffee drink. Coffee lemon?
Maybe. Is that right?
Don't know.
It's bitter and tart, I guess.
Ooh,
But, yeah, that's the thing. Also, I want to give him a card.
What is?
I got it off the agent last time he was here.
This is quite something. Thank you, Philly Dan. Truly. You can't know how much helps, but it really does.
Don't mention it. Yeah, I figured they would need it. I thought, you know, maybe you'd find a way to put it to good use.
I'm sure I can figure something out.
I think we get a trunk for that too, right? You seem to have grown quite creative over the months.
I guess I have someone. I'll let you know how this plays out in the end. Thank you again.
Here's a black lemon for you, Silver.
This definitely looks like what I had
Good.
in mind. And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this time. Oh, maybe a dash of honey?
No. I'm pretty sure this was the correct one.
Okay.
He's just saying that now he prefers sweeter things because now he has taste buds. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in some ways, yet also very different. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. And the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along.
That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. Yeah, he still does the finger thing.
Oh, yes, you.
You used to be a rather youthful and innocent part of the hive.
Ah well, I have to learn and adapt here. It's been a couple of years after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I've changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I become a little more me every day. Just revealing myself.
Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose a specific earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that earthlings come in a great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm?
Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even at first, it wasn't a conscious process. Even if at first, I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there was already some things I could relate to. Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which was a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed these traits from them without even realizing.
You took inspiration from them.
Yes, our species seem to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep, after all. It came with responsibilities. Did you take on a
Werewolf? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Just the doctor's outfit, okay. It's time for some of the time to ask for medical advice.
I can see how that would be problematic.
Yes, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in this
It is Star Trek. It is.
So I changed my outfit to imitate that.
You mentioned the first time he popped up that
season.
he looks like Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek the original.
Yeah.
And at some point it all came together. One morning I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. Oh, I really love this narrative. It made me feel at peace. So although I look different from when we first met,
So although I look different
now from when we first met, and although I learned the ways of this world a bit and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same.
Different, but same.
Yes, different but same.
It makes sense to us.
It really does.
Who does?
Oh, that's you.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay. I'm going to make myself a hot drink, okay?
okay. Oh, is this Laurel?
Laurel? Oh,
Amanda's asking. No, this is from Pearl. Wow. How many dates do you have? Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as in when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge, but it was only a phantom sound, after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying? That her calendar might clear up soon if I want to meet up. Ooh, silver. It sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it may be time that I tell you a little bit about this. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course, I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Amanda. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as it's working again. Curious that Earth drink making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradictions. It sure is. But do carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. And it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that yes, some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is the starter for 99.845% of conversations. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. Breeding-oriented. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed.
Horned?
I'm pretty sure she means horny.
Okay.
Horned? Yes, that is when prospective partners send you close-up pictures of their horns. People do that? Oh, yes. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask me first, I'd probably say yes. Horns can be really pretty, you know. But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do. Before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then sometimes Earthlings express interest, but after reading a joke that is statistically funny 99.908% of the time, they answer with a sad face and block communications. Funny for you 99.908% of the time? Yes. Yup, have to keep it PG, Ruby says. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large numbers, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it started to work out. I'm now having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laurel. Her facial features are more symmetrical, but Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical Earthling. It's just, she sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. But she's very funny and curious of everything, and her smile... Please desist. We can sense your hormones boiling. And she's a person you might be getting a date with. I really hope so.
This is adorable.
Do you have a day and time for your date?
No. This is on a different topic. Please excuse me. Oh. What happened?
Don't know. Now you can be Amanda. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not?
No, we've been enjoying it. But we also see the limits of it.
How do you mean?
We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It's not difficult for us to connect. We are born connected. But Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions. And they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and hurt.
And of
hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There's so much they must let go of first. They must let go. We could not live like that.
You said that online networks were like a hive.
Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others.
Which does not happen online at all. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has?
Silver is different. Even when he was part of us, we could sense him looking outwards. That's why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he made the first effort to learn Earthlings' codes and behaviors.
Where is first in this sense?
That's why he made the effort to learn Earthlings. He did not just want to understand. He wanted to experience. We are not like him. We seek knowledge on what is different from us. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us data analysts happy. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some Earthling instincts after all. It's such a good thing that our data readings here should soon be complete.
And Silver's on his way to getting a date.
It would appear so. Amanda, we have to go.
What? Again?
The call was bad news. the agent.
Oh.
Too late, just hide behind the counter, quick.
You just move the seal. Good evening, Mr. Agent.
Good job, Silver.
We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks at the moment.
You know very well I'm not here for drinks. I'd rather not involve any more civilians in this though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whoever this wait for another night? I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like rain again outside.
What? I'm sorry.
Well, here's something that can't wait for starters. Barrister, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall. Oh.
Not that I can recall, no.
I certainly hope you're telling the truth.
Mr. Agent, you seem to always doubt me. But you've been here several times already. Surely you should see by now that I'm not lying.
Through my teeth. Well, you're awfully good at avoiding straight answers, and losing an ID card sounds very troublesome. Back when I worked at a delivery center, they would make us pay a lot to replace lost ID cards. Ugh. That's not even the start of it. My job is a lot less forgiving than a delivery center. Silver is causing trouble. I'm very sorry to hear that.
No, I think he's trying to be nice.
Yeah. What's your job exactly? We uncover illegal aliens and extradite them, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around this cafe. Speaking of which, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary, young man? I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it always seems very above board to me.
Everyone lying through the teeth.
Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online.
That?
You wanna do it?
Oh yeah, maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter.
But you can't waste your time on a cold trail, either. Surely your superiors will see that you've done your best.
I doubt that. They're a bit obsessed with the alien situation.
Obsessed? Is it really that big an issue?
Well, having such unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of them, you know? It makes people feel unsettled.
I see.
Although the visible aliens aren't too bad, from where I'm standing. At least we can identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthlings are a bigger problem. Hey, Kurumi.
Hi, Kurumi. Why so?
For one, it just muddles things up. It just muddles things, excuse me. No matter how much they try to look like Earthlings, they were born aliens, and aliens they will remain. But now they're aliens who don't look like aliens. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess.
Would it?
Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent detecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't you worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe.
What if
F-I-R-E.
they started dating? That would be great.
I'm sorry.
I see. So how do you go about detecting them exactly?
That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. That makes it all clear, right?
Right. I do wonder though, what is it? And I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. I have a habit of putting my foot in my mouth.
No, you're good. No harm in asking.
He's totally smitten. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They all have different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, all I see I see that no two people are alike. I'll admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an earthling at heart, would they really be more different from the people who live in this city than the people in the city are different from each other? Or would it just be another version of an earthling? Perhaps no less beautiful.
At the end of the day, who the heck knows? It's not like I can afford to spend time pondering it. I don't have a dog in this fight, so to speak. Thing is, the law is the law, and my job is to uphold it. Right, but despite everything you said, it's still unclear to me why the law is so stringent against aliens. Ah, well, it's not so much that the law is stringent against them. It's more that there's no law for them. How do you mean? Well, at this point, we have treaties and codes for all the races we know of, right? But we never made a treaty with aliens or anything resembling it. There's no law even acknowledging their existence. Oof, I didn't know that. But why is that a problem? That's easy. We have no way to regulate their presence. There has been no thorough analysis of how they can cohabitate with Earthlings. As I said, it's all very confusing. For all we know, they could be very damaging to us. So it feels safer to keep them away, at least for now.
Safer for whom?
It is what it is. I'm not afraid of aliens myself. And going after them is not my biggest passion. But since I'm doing this job, might as well aim for a promotion. Very practical, man. Anyhow, just call us at fire if you spot any aliens, alright? You seem like an honest sort, unlike some other people. Some other people who should learn to be more straightforward.
He's talking about Fee then.
Yeah, he is. If they want their business to stay in business. Oh, that's Amanda. What was that? Just the coffee machine. It seems to have restarted now. That's a relief. Right. I think I'm still going to conduct a search of the premises. Just to be on the safe. Meow. What the heck is this?
Oh,
this is the cat from before. No,
yeah.
it's not. It's not.
It's the different colored eye cat.
Yeah, it's just a cat, as far as we know.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. It's come here once. It's come over once before. Looks like it might be hiding from another stray.
It's very cute. Good kitty.
It looks like it has a tie though, so I'm very confused. Oh no, it's always the
I think it likes you.
What sort of place is this?
Cat sleeping.
Yeah, with your fiddly machine and your weird pets. And now it looks like I have an emergency elsewhere. Well, I guess you're off the hook for now, you and your cafe.
Look at his pocket, right? It has the forgetfulness.
Oh yeah,
like
the Men in Black thing. Yeah, you're right.
The neutralizer or whatever.
Yeah. But make sure I don't get such reports about you anymore. We will try our best, Mr. Agent. Silver, you're trembling.
It's alright. You can come out now, I think, Amanda. Where's the cat?
Right there, still sleeping. Well, we found this experience.
100% distasteful.
Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% exciting.
Ha! I apologize. This is just nerves.
We are truly sorry for this disturbance.
It's not your fault at all.
Hey, Ron Mower.
Hi.
Ron ECW. But should you be sticking around here? The agent might come back.
No. I lured him away, at least for now. What did you do?
You did?
You did? Although it's a good thing that the little cat came in when it did. It brought us some precious minutes.
What sort of earthling are you?
Meow. Meow.
We see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than usual. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone.
Oof, I feel all out of sorts.
Is the machine really working again? It is indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver as well. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot and comforting, and what would you like, sibling?
I think I need some sweetness right now. I would really appreciate a hot, very sweet, comforting drink.
Jesus. Okay, so not coffee, not tea. Chocolate, I guess? Very hot, like a hot chocolate, right?
And very sweet, right?
Chocolate's also bitter, though. Hold on. Is there anything that's not bitter? Are the teas? These teas?
I think tea, honey.
No, but the tea is bitter. No sweetness at all. The chocolate at least has a bit of sweetness, you see, but it's
Okay.
also more bitter. Like if you look at the things down there, right?
Well, you put chocolate milk and honey, but they want very sweet, right? Chocolate milk and honey
A
sounds.
hot, very sweet, very comforting drink.
I feel like it would be hot chocolate or warm tea. Tea with honey is very soothing. Milk.
Yeah. Right?
This was a drink, what, the Miruku or something?
Oh, right. Hold on. Let me reset. How do I check my... Oh, I can do just here, right? Oh, I forgot to check this. Oh, why it came up. We're better friends with Silver now.
Yay!
Yep. Darling, I could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission to enter a building?
Wow.
Damn, Mr. Hyde. Why are you threatening people on Tomoda Chill, Mr. Hyde?
No reason.
No reason.
Are they a couple? They should be a couple.
No, they're friends.
Should be a couple.
I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so it's just processing it. Saw as if it was insensitive. Sorry, I guess. Okay. Alright. That's the brew pad. That's the 5 minutes. That's very sour. Oops.
We have drinks with tea in it, like the blue pea tea and hibiscus stuff.
Yeah.
See, milk tea, milk cinnamon sounds delicious.
But not sweet, I don't think. Not much and stuff. Chocolate milk and honey. Or rather, chocolate, honey, and milk.
Blue pea. This one, dreamlike blue.
Calmness and serenity on sight. Very hot, very sweet, very comforting.
Oh, marshmallow, blue marshmallow.
Blue pea, honey, and milk. Comforting herbal tea that soothes the spirits of upset children and stumps grown-ups alike.
I think this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Blue pea, honey, milk.
Alright. Okay, so, sorry, what was it again? Blue pea, honey, and milk. Okay. Blue pea, honey, and milk. Alright. Hey, Heavy! Where's your Americano? I don't know if this is gonna work, but fuck it. No, okay. Here you go, sweet drinks for the two of you. This isn't.
This isn't bad. Really, this is super sweet already. Although it probably could have been a little sweeter.
The sensation of this is not vastly different from what you served us the other night. But it sounds like it will be fine. So yeah, we fucked up with the correct drink. I'm impressed though, Silver. You've become quite savvy at navigating these situations. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether.
Yes, I would definitely prefer to avoid them. But I need to get used to them anyway.
Why? The agent doesn't know you've come from outer space. Surely you should be off the hook for now.
It's more complicated than that. Philly Dan, you know the cafe I said I'm opening?
Yes?
Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operations for SAVE.
Save?
SAVE, Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials.
This world is based in Seattle. Yes, it's in Seattle. I mean, that's where your cafe is. Your cafe is in Seattle. It's like a fantasy Seattle, well, a science fantasy Seattle. So you got like orcs and elves and banshees and whatnot hanging out. Wow.
I know, it sounds very reckless.
No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you.
I don't know. But you see why I've had to become savvy, as you said. I have a lot of people depending on me now. Those who are arriving to Earth and are confused and scared.
Those who are just arriving.
Yeah, just arriving. And those who have adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. And for all of them, it is an existential matter. Not everyone is meant to be a hive mind. I know I wasn't. No offense, Amanda.
We are not offended. We have always known you were different from us. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as the hive or as an earthling.
Amanda, I really do love you. Oh.
What is love?
That is not a conversation I think I can have right now. I'll explain to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have a rest.
We will remind you of it.
I know you will.
I think you're good.
I think I'm getting a little tired now. Is it alright if we go back?
Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% depleted. Silver, is there anything we can do to help?
No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a very different part to play in all this. And you've been playing it very well.
You're very kind. Well, in that case, have a good night, the two of you. And please, come again soon. You'll always be welcome here.
Us and many others. We know and we are grateful. Good night, Philly Dan. I'll say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wishes. I forgot about the cat.
Good night, Feely Dan. See, now we can use good night. We find it rather odd that...
Maybe we should continue this chat while we walk?
Alright. It's just the cat. Who just seems to be a regular cat. What a night. This has been a great deal more animated than we bargained for. And I suppose we have a new four-legged friend now. I wonder what you're doing here, little one. Don't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
Meow. Meow.
Ah, well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. But Silver, it's an honor to be related to someone like you. I think related is the wrong word there. I think it's to know someone. Aqua's tranquility. Oh, we know this one. Yeah.
Probably there would have been hot chocolate, I think.
Maybe.
Chocolate
Chocolate tends to be sweet, yeah. Chocolate, honey.
Milk.
Tuesday, September 26th, 2023. Oh yes, it takes place in the future as well. A couple months in the future. The Evening Whispers. Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers' websites. Lol, easy. Stop, says the government. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Alki Beach. Alright, before we start the day, let's look at our Tomodachi.
Tomodachi!
Oh, we're better friends with Amanda now. And what about the stories? Let's see. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf.
She's talking about herself.
Yeah. So she's a 100. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. I like VR. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone who depends on you, you know?
Cute.
Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. Still on hiatus though. It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's going to be so good. She's talking about the song. She's making the song. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1,500 hours. No night shift. Says Riona. Okay. That's everybody's story. Stories. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Or not.
Oh.
Gala! Good evening.
Hey, Philly Dan. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Oh!
Stop ringing. Everything is just fine.
You sure?
Positive. How about you, sir? How's work?
My shift is over, so I'm free now.
Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day.
Ah, that's right.
Did he tell you the reason for his visit?
Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan.
Yes, what a nice surprise.
He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink for this.
On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Why are you talking so weird, Felipe?
It's like almost just a teenager.
Yeah.
Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It was milk, honey, and a couple of other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I have a cup of that. I remember this from the first episode.
Yeah. What was the...
Should I check?
Yeah, well, I don't remember what the base was. Was it tea or was it coffee? Tea, right?
Tea, I think. Sweet tea, milk, juice.
You said milk and honey. Milk, honey, and ginger. That's it. That's the base.
Yeah, milk, honey, and milk, ginger, honey.
Yeah. Milk, ginger, honey. That's right. I forgot that we can just make a milk-based drink.
Apparently, STMJ stands for susu, telur, madu, and jahe, which is milk, egg, honey, and ginger.
Egg.
Telur. You put milk, ginger, honey, right? Yeah.
Yes. And maybe this card is his. Nope, not that one. This one. Oh. Ah, it was his. Yeah.
Oh.
I see. I dropped my key card here, huh? Thank you, Philly Dan. Now I have a spare because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. The only downside is that it cost me $100. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe my locker at work? I hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming up. Thanks a lot. Let me. There you go. Susu, telur, madu, and jahe. Indonesia. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients: susu, telur, madu, jahe, milk, egg, honey, and ginger. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Ooh! I should look this up. I love eggnog. Albeit spicier, not as rich. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work.
Who's Henry again?
Rachel's dad.
You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think?
That would be lovely.
Then consider it done.
We haven't seen Henry at all yet.
You know what? I don't think Hai will show up tonight.
Oh? Why is that?
When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. not exactly great outside either.
I thought he liked this kind of weather.
Him, yes. His car, not so much. Oh. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm.
Now that you mention it, you may be right.
I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is?
Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it.
Oh. I guess I'm still surprised he uses it at all. I'm just surprised he still uses it at all.
The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here.
What do you mean?
He lived here before, right?
Yeah.
And he kept bringing up the past, too.
Plus he's old. I think his move is motivated by nostalgia.
I was going to say homesickness. But I realized that makes no sense.
I get what you're trying to say though. It's a strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really.
I think all of us, when we get to a certain age, we start thinking things are moving too fast.
Yeah.
Even though they're probably moving at the same speed they were when we were younger, it's just that when we were younger, it was easier to keep up. What is?
Live long enough, you realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs, the world throws at you, decay.
Okay, dude.
Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you think we get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely anyway.
I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself.
Hey, that sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us.
Woo!
Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to this after a while, huh?
Pretty much. Hey.
Oh, hey there. We meet again.
Yes, hello.
Oh, his phone is ringing. Excuse me for a moment.
Got it. I guess it can be Riona. Welcome, Miss Riona.
Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone.
Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way?
My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking.
My pleasure.
May I order a cup of Russian tea? What's Russian tea?
Can you look it up? I'm sure it's tea, and then something.
I say, make a guess.
Russian tea, maybe mint and lemon? Tea, mint, lemon? Maybe it's ginger and mint.
Tea, lemon, cinnamon.
Ah, damn. Tea, lemon, cinnamon, that order. Okay.
We haven't made a tea in a while. Like a proper
Russian?
tea.
Do I have any items to give? No, that's Georgie's. Okay. And just the tea for you. Russian tea for the lady, Russian to deliver.
Hehe, that's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you.
You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? Is it the guy?
You should know, what shouldn't you?
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the influencer. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Lucas, right?
Oh, yes.
After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info.
Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all.
We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all.
Why is that?
Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m.
Oof. pretty late.
A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away to my surprise.
Had no idea he was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird.
Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. Maybe during the day.
That should be a question for you too, miss.
Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met. Which was another surprise, since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern.
Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you.
Did he?
Yep, he said so himself.
I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since.
Is this their meet? Was that their meet?
Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person. Which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure it's necessary.
I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out.
Perhaps. I suppose we'll see.
Oh, there's... Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but... No need to apologize for something out of your control.
That's right, you tried everything you could.
I know. Thank you for your understanding. How are you doing, miss?
Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with your children?
Apparently I should have given him the fidget spinner.
Oh.
Because remember the guy left two things, his regular business card, or he wrote down his number or something, and then the fidget spinner. And I should have given him the fidget spinner so he could use it with the kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who did you give the fidget spinner to?
Nobody, disappeared.
Oh.
So if you don't give the things to the people they're supposed to be given to by a certain time, they just disappear out of your...
Oh.
Or sorry?
Oh, I mean the hospital administration problem from the other day.
Admission.
Admission. What did I say?
Administration. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better?
Ah, yes. Well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago.
That's right, he was here when she kind of like got super angry. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Ah, while we're on the topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place?
Sure. It's quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now defunct library.
Oh no, the library is defunct? Aww. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection?
Yes, that's correct.
I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it. Since it's located in a very populated, culture-centric neighborhood.
That's true. There's even an art college nearby.
Right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd.
Odd? How?
It's just barren. Especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd.
Well, there used to be a flea market there a long time ago. Perhaps that's what you were recalling?
Flea market, huh? The last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A Dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, too, as far as I know.
That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trucks and trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances. Remembrances?
Yeah.
Remembrances?
Remembrances?
Of sorts.
Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit here, okay?
Sure.
Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library. On a seemingly deserted street within a busy area. That has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason.
Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there.
Oh?
Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be?
Why wouldn't I be? Puppy Georgie.
That's crazy.
I gotta get this lighter. Y'all better be sitting in the middle. Okay, good. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey everyone! Oh boy, I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello.
Peely Dan, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? Nah, that's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure, let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about that spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh?
They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue.
Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss?
I can send you the coordinates if you like. Coordinates. If you
Coordinates?
like.
That'd be real swell. Got it.
Okay.
Oh. Is it within your area, the area you expected, or? Pretty much.
Right, I see.
The same location where I parked mine a week ago.
Oh, I see.
You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great.
Right, I see.
We can both do Philly Dan, it's fine. But I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. Heh, what's that? Am I hearing you, out of all people, doubting my skill, Philly Dan? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Philly Dan, and don't forget my lighter. Is that just 3 coffees?
Check.
Should be loud.
Yes.
Yeah. Espresso. And gelato. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Philly Dan. You probably think I'm being silly. But what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Right. Alright, here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order?
Alright, well, I like something desserty because it's my cheat day.
Sure thing. Any specifics in mind?
Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick, I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song. And for some reason, I can't remember the title right now.
You know, that sounds oddly familiar.
Cocoa and Kanko? For real? Then I have the thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. Huh.
So it's just Mexican cocoa, no?
Cocoa and milk, right?
Yeah, milk. Because it specifically said milk.
Mm.
And then cinnamon, one assumes. Or is it ginger? Let's try cinnamon first. Because we haven't dumped any things so far.
We had one.
We dumped one?
Yeah.
Not this day.
Oh, Oh, not
It's a
today.
different day, yeah. Spice Lady. That looks British, not Spanish, because of the.
Because he said it's super thick though, so I would think 2 cocos.
But he specifically also says
No.
milk and something spicy.
Ginger then?
I'll try it with ginger.
Well, cocoa already has milk in it though.
No, it doesn't.
Does it?
No, it's got chocolate in it.
Maybe ginger then milk? No.
No, it's a little hot spicy.
Okay.
It could be Spice Lady.
Ah!
Ah,
This one. He said Spanish, right?
he did say Spanish. Yeah, I'll go with that. Here comes a cup of Spanish Sahara for you.
Oh, so that's what it's called.
That's what we call it here, at least.
Very cool. Then bon appetit.
Yeah, the Spice Lady clearly had a UK flag on it, a Uni Jack on it.
I think this is it. Very tasty.
Excellent.
Thanks, Philly Dan.
You're so welcome.
So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right?
Okay, hold on. Before we do that, let's just very quickly. Rihanna. Okay, 18 September. Oh, her birthday just passed in the game. And then our 2 drinks are Spanish Sahara and Russian tea. Hey, how come the other one that we didn't show up? I guess because we didn't serve it.
Was it the same location where the lady's car was?
Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Because maybe it's just a tad too spooky. Even for me. What happened?
Tell him, Pops.
It's not that big a deal, honestly.
Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something.
You've got a point there. Oh. No, okay. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, what's happening? Hold on. Okay. Ah! Stop! What are you doing? Did I actually press auto? Oh, I did press auto. Ah! Okay, hold on. We can... We're talking about the area anyway, right? Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about a half-mile round trip from the intersection and back. Okay. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots. A fence here and there. And an unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree?
There used to be a dead tree in front of the library.
Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. Sorry, my hair got in my face. So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old?
Hi, Kurumi.
You think so?
Oh no, Kurumi was there.
Yeah, Kurumi was before. You said hello
Right?
to Kurumi. Yeah, you
Seemed
did.
like yesterday.
That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona.
Are you expecting something from me, Philly? Oh?
Oh,
No,
no,
no.
no, no. Oh, no, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts.
I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind.
Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 or 5 cars have parked there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story.
Whoa.
Hold on. What a stage setup, eh? Hehe. Heh. Oh, phew. There you go.
Thank goodness.
Lucas is a scary kid. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift, and I found nothing was amiss. Oh, the music's all like speaking up. There were only 4 cars parked that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag of my cigarette, smug as I was about to clock out, thinking it was another night job well done. Right? Wrong, because I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you. In a span of less than 10 minutes. I mean, yeah.
That is so strange. It would certainly take several. It would take several minutes to flatten just one tire.
Why? You just poke them.
I mean, maybe he means like the whole thing is flat. So it takes
Oh,
a while
okay,
to-
alright.
So you can poke, right? But it may take some time before you actually retire. And that's if you're using the right tools.
Right?
She's got experience.
But that wasn't all. Oh no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out suddenly and all at once.
What?
Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all.
His face, did you see?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it.
Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But it's cool though.
I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see. Well, whoever they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Philly Dan, I think I want another drink. All that talking is making my throat dry and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that, what would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base?
Hibiscus.
You mean hibiscus? Definitely.
Hibiscus with tea and what is it? Ginger and a touch of honey.
Yeah. Okay, then I'd like red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey.
Red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey.
Ginger.
And honey. See, people should always be this clear.
Yeah. Te Jahe Rosella. It also sounds like it's from this part of the world.
Yeah.
I guess this game is by an Indonesian dev team, so that makes sense. One piping hot Te Jahe Rosella for you. Oh, what does it mean? Jahe means ginger, Te means tea, and Rosella is Roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Feely Dan. I'm happy to please.
If that's the case, let me draw your picture of Pops. Because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more.
Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya?
I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something crazier than that.
This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that.
Sorry.
Interesting.
You know something?
No, not me. Wait, that's me.
But
So
she
she might.
Right, the tree was in it.
Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought.
I'm not sure if this can be any use at all, but our officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree?
Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss?
Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. Lucas is so adorable. I mentioned there was once a flea market on the street, correct?
Right.
They called it the fairy market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community.
The homeless.
Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were part of that.
Oh. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought of as one of the first steps towards civil peace. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough.
Was all that before the Vindication Act?
Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo.
What?
Hey Lo, cold hibiscus drink is so good. Yeah, I haven't had cold hibiscus. Have you had cold hibiscus? I'll give it a try.
That's as good as like not existing at all.
Really, that's horrible.
It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place. To ensure transient survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week will be marked by flowers strewn across the intersection. Along the intersection. Just so people would notice and come and take a look. Sounds kinda too low-key, no?
Because it was illegal, silly.
Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it?
How long ago was this?
The accident occurred in 1959, but the market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961.
Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget.
Oh?
Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Of course he was.
Ooh. Correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case.
But there was a body, wasn't there? Just not the one people might expect.
You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that though. Some banshees don't. Us banshees don't do that. You don't? Nope, we simply disappear.
So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as a remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail. So the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes. And that's messed up.
Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa. I'm boiling.
So I remember also that this kid, because he's a satyr, he was only recently...
Yeah, he said.
Like his people were only recently considered equal beings to everybody else. Yeah.
Like for her, so she's a banshee and not
Yeah.
a succubus.
Yeah.
So succubi usually get succubuses.
Yeah.
Succubi usually get the soprano roles.
Yeah. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal?
I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer.
Break a leg, Pops.
I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep you all posted. I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss.
Yes?
It's about the fairies passing and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not.
Unfortunately. That is why there used to be memorabilia around that area, that tree. There were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory.
But it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have the tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about.
For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it.
Is that so? It's pretty sad. Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala.
Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir.
Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Fiona.
Thank you. See you around.
Bye,
Feely
Feely Dan.
Alright.
Take care. My two people left.
You can be Lucas.
Okay. You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat?
We don't sell food here.
Yeah, we don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Feely Dan. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe?
I wouldn't mind one.
Nice. What do you feel like having?
Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it.
What does that mean?
I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea.
Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I?
Sure.
Feely Dan, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady. Yep, what is it? It had blue pea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that, Lucas. Blue pea, mint. Oh, he took his lighter this time. Galaxy mint tea. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you.
Haha! It looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you.
I'm glad you do. And wow, Feely Dan, it looks exactly like what I envisioned. You're a G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, that whole case earlier, though, it was a lot to take in. Also, about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills.
Why?
Ugh. Don't you feel scared? Of just disappearing in the end? Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you, too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way.
Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself.
Oh, huh. Now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that, though, can I ask a little teeny tiny question?
Go ahead.
What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place?
Because it's been done before.
Pardon?
Because there was already a banshee who did it before. So I know it's not impossible.
Whoa, for real?
Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and
Yeah.
she was not very well known.
I mean, I know sorbet and I know aria. I didn't know those two words went together.
It's an ice cream song,
Yeah.
like a certain pitch or song.
Maybe. What is a sorbet aria?
Thank you, Philly Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to their patrons, often desserts. Hence, sorbet aria.
Oh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something?
Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. It's the first time I heard her voice. It was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was a funny epilogue to the opera. But hearing a banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece, it was truly an eye-opener for me.
Oh man, I bet it was.
Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own.
That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree.
I never talked about this before. It's a little bit embarrassing.
Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you. And wishing to leave a mark on this world.
Is that what you think?
Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path a path that has been traveled before. And that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk on is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody's going to remember us? Right, Philly Dan?
No comment.
Aw.
Why do you want to be remembered so much?
Why wouldn't you? Or, sorry, why wouldn't you?
Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me?
I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see. Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to. Because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by to give us some money. Though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple of months. Then he'd just leave again a couple days later.
Are you the eldest?
Nope. But my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh?
You didn't do that, right?
Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team.
That's a relief.
But that was also why I needed money fast. Well, I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That was why I ended up having to join the production house.
The production house?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together to make videos every day. I was young and naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all. So I didn't know better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even going to be an entertaining story.
If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it.
No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked the end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about.
It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening.
I just don't want to take up more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question?
Sure.
Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show?
Ah?
I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but.
But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it.
Yeah, I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot. All to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Good man. Though it won't be much at first. Because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so...
Wait. This is a bit sudden, don't you think?
No pressure, though.
How does the show work?
Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet. But ideally, it will have like an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. Then I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's going to take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do. But I did start my vlogging journey on my own, too. So I can bet the result will still be quality.
The show will tank if I'm the first guest. You realize that, right?
If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you.
I'm flattered. But no thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for considering me, though.
Thanks for giving it a thought. Sigh. Looks like I have to go.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing.
Yes, I get that. I get it.
Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. I think he's got a little bit of a crush.
Maybe?
I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Feely Dan. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure. Oh, sorry. I've just been reading Feely Dan the whole night. Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around?
Safe trip.
Alrighty, see you, Feely Dan.
Come again soon. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years.
I think so too.
And I'm quite glad to hear that.
And I'm quite glad to hear that.
Thank you, Philly Dan.
For what?
For being such a good host.
Later, Lo. Thanks. We're about to head off as well.
Yeah. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with.
It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around.
Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon.
And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Riona. And have a good night. Hold on. Before that,
Phew.
let's just look at this. Friendlier with Georgie. Born and raised in Seattle, still lactose intolerant. Let's see. Our 2 new drinks were Jahe Rosella. Damn right. And the Galaxy Mint Tea. Okay. Phew. I think I'm done for the night.
Me too. It's a lot of reading today.
It was a lot of reading today. I hope everything will work out for everyone. All right, so yes, we will end here. That's actually perfect timing because it is in fact 11:30. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate it as always. On Tuesday, we'll be starting a new game called Season, and there was some kind of there was some kind of subtitle that I forgot what it was already. But it's basically about going around and documenting the world. It's a female main character. She's going around documenting the world before it ends in some mysterious cataclysm that we don't know anything about. And then on Wednesday for Dan Plays Through His Backlog, I'll be playing Scarlet Nexus. The first 2 hours of Scarlet Nexus. And then on Thursday, I'll be continuing Zelda 2. I think I got a handle on this game. I don't think I'll beat it on Thursday, but I think I'll make pretty good. I'm already at the next palace, so it should be pretty good. And then next Sunday, back to Coffee Talk, where we'll start Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. So yeah, thanks everybody, and I will see you. We will see you on Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye bye.